Good morning, everyone, from Best Buy in Sacramento, California. It is a great day today. Rock vs. Cena Blu-ray edition, once in a lifetime, 2 disc set here. We got Rock and John Cena going up face to face, the huge feud from last year, which hopefully, in my opinion, will be headlining WrestleMania this year once again. Picked this up at the store this morning. There is a guy with a leaf blower walking around blowing the parking lot. There's your discs on the inside, Rock on one, Cena on the other. Unlike the 50 finishers, you lift up the discs, you got a full review about everything that's inside of there. So many of the epic Raw things that they did back and forth against each other. Right there, you got also the Survivor Series 2011. Comes with a short little documentary program, which I've heard is about 30 to 40 minutes, I believe. Some special features on the first side. Go over, lift up the epic John Cena disc. Yeah, Cena, you should have won. You had a little smirk on your face. I know you should have. Right there, got finishing up all the way going into their WrestleMania press conference and then their WrestleMania match itself. I'm not sure because I haven't checked this out yet, but they have the once-in-a-lifetime thing. And then if you go over to the exclusive matches, they have the film cut of the once-in-a-lifetime Rock vs. John Cena. I don't really know off the top of my head what the difference is going to be between those. More than likely, I think that the film cut is going to be what they showed on NBC. I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure, though. But then you also get the Rock and Cena talking about their match after the match happened in separate interviews. And then you got some special features on the second disc as well. I can't wait to pop this in. I traveled all the way across the country to see this match. Honestly, I think we bought our tickets before we knew it. No, we didn't. We already knew what it was going to be. But there you go. Sun Life Stadium. Glad I was there. Rise above hate, John Cena. We'll get him next year. Beat his ass. Rock, you're going down. You ain't got it. I hope there's a rematch. Blah, blah, blah. Good shit right here, guys. Make sure you hit up the Best Buy, Walmarts, wherever you're going, pick this up today. Hey, what up, everybody? steviebreech coming to you. This is a good old DVD/Blu-ray review. I picked this up. I think this was the release that came out a couple weeks ago. Saw a whole people show it off when they first got it, but I really honestly haven't seen any good reviews on it. People talking about the Rock versus Cena once in a lifetime. All in all, Rock vs. Cena was a great feud. One that I'm really betting on seeing again at WrestleMania 29. I think that it has to be a rematch. I think that it'll be great this time with the storyline of John Cena having a horrible year. I'm really thinking that he has to put the whole Rock thing behind him, challenge him one more time, and hopefully go out there and beat him. John Cena, the biggest superstar of today. Rock, one of the biggest superstars of the past that is still able to go out there and wrestle in a main event capacity that, could be that guy who passes the torch onto the PG era. John Cena has a great, long, history with the WWE. He's done a whole lot of things, and I think he needs to have this, exclamation point put on his career in order to go on and keep moving forward. It wouldn't really make sense for him to, give something to the past not give something back to him. There's not many guys from that Attitude Era that can still go out there that people are going to care about, that, they can go out there and put him over. They could, sign, Kurt Angle and bring him in. But except for that, there's not really, that many people out there that can still do it. But Rock vs. Cena, DVD, Blu-ray as a whole, the documentary, honestly left me wanting more. The last thing that you see in the whole thing is John Cena, saying that it was a great match, it was a great experience, and he'd love to do it again. If you're not going to do a rematch, then I don't understand why you would leave off on that way. The documentary, made the match really feel like a real big-time event. To me, there was a few things lacking. They should have gone out and got the rights to the maybe The Rock on some late night talk shows. I'm sure that Jay Leno or Jimmy Fallon. I'm not sure if he was on Jimmy Fallon, but he was on a lot of these talk shows. Going on there and talking about his movies. And then one of the last questions that I was asked The Rock is about returning to wrestling. And I thought maybe if they would have put some of those clips in there, it would have made it look like it was a bigger deal that he was going out there and actually promoting this event when he is that big time movie star that he is. It's hard to knock anything else that's on here. They give you close to almost everything that was involved in this feud from the beginning when The Rock came back In the documentary, they even go back and they give you a clip of a podcast that I'm going to give one hell of a plug because I've done it 1,000 times. WrestleCast, it's out there at UK podcast that they get almost every wrestler that goes over there. I'm not sure how big this podcast is or if it's a radio show or news, whatever it is, but they put it up on Apple, on iTunes. I found it over there somehow, and I've been listening to it. It's not a regular podcast that has lockdown people like once a week or something like that, but whenever somebody goes over to the UK, no matter how big or how small, they've had Stone Cold Steve Austin, they've had Edge, they've had Kane, Ric Flair. I mean, they've done everybody. Robert Roode, the TNA guys, they go in there. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. I mean, anybody that goes there, they lock them up. They must be a big deal. I honestly don't know that much about them, but I can tell you that their interviews are always really, really good. They put that on there. That was the whole start of the feud, was this backhanded compliment that John Cena gave about The Rock, just saying that if he loved it so much, why does he always stay away, which is the biggest knock I have against The Rock as well. And if you go through and you watch this right here, they give you almost everything. I mean, it's hard to pick out anything that comes about, but the one thing that I noticed that's missing the most is that YouTube promo that The Rock did that they showed on TV. That should have been included in there somehow, the one that he went out in his backyard and he shot with the mountains and the valleys in the background. They didn't really show the promos that put together the Survivor Series match. They gave us the Rock coming back and doing the boots to asses thing, but you don't really know why he came back, and I that's something honestly that I don't really want to remember. So maybe it is the thank you that they didn't put it on there, with the whole John Cena needing the Rock to beat R-Truth and The Miz, who couldn't be stopped, who was causing destruction in the WWE, even though he went out on Raw and beat them twice on his own and once with Zack Ryder, but somehow he needed The Rock to come back. But everything leading up to Mania, everything to Mania, they even give you the Mania match twice. They give you the regular pay-per-view cut, and then they do one that they call the film cut, which is actually like if you're sitting there when you were sitting in our seats or closer, you get to see fans' reactions. It is cut up and put together, and when I say cut up, you might think, oh, they took stuff out, but they actually add more to it, and they make it really, really cool. It's something that I think is better than watching the regular cut. Except for that, man, I honestly definitely recommend you get this. I know there's some people out there who's like, why do I want this? Because I already own WrestleMania, and I'm sure the WrestleMania match isn't on a DVD or Blu-ray yet, but it soon will be. Much like the Survivor Series match, this is like the third DVD that they put it on. They put it on the Survivor Series itself. They put it on the Rock's Blu-ray, and now it's on here. So, I mean, it's not like this stuff is hard to get, but there's a lot of stuff on here that you're going to want, all the Raw promos. I watched this, on Skype with a few of my buddies, and we watched the whole damn thing, both discs, or all 3 discs of the DVD in one night. So, I mean, if it catches your attention, you'll be able to flip through it pretty fast. But Rock vs. Cena, I give it the most highest compliments. Like I said, it's the closest thing you're going to get to a complete set. There's a few things missing, mostly from the Survivor Series build-up and that YouTube Rock promo. I would like to see a few more of the things that The Rock did to help build this matchup to make the match seem like it was a bigger deal than it was. But thank you very much.